This week's letter bucket story is about the letter D. This is our capital letter D. When we write the capital letter D, we start our letter at the top. We write big line down, frog hop to the top, big curve to the bottom. That is our capital D. When we make our lowercase d, we start in the middle. Little curve around, up like a helicopter, and straight back down makes our lowercase d. Now let's talk about the sound that D makes. D says D, 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 like at the beginning of duck, D, D, duck. It's also at the beginning of dinosaur, D, D, dinosaur. It's also at the beginning of dolphin, D, D, dolphin. Finally, we have a Dalmatian, D, D, Dalmatian. We also have a donut, D, D, donut, and a domino, D, D, domino. Now we're going to get ready to tell our story. We know that a story has to have a character, and a character is a person or an animal. Look closely and see, how many characters do you see this week? That's right, there are 4 characters this week. Dalmatian, duck, dolphin, and dinosaur are going to be our characters. Our story also has to have a setting, and the setting tells us when and where. Our story is going to take place in the water because dolphin and duck both need water in order to live. They live in the water. So they're going to be in the water over here. Dalmatian is at his house, and dinosaur is in the jungle or in the forest at his house in prehistoric times. Now, one day, dolphin and duck were swimming around in the water. One warm, sunny day, dolphin and duck were swimming around in the water, talking to each other about what fun it would be to have a party at their place. They decided they might like to invite Dalmatian and Dinosaur to their party. So they wrote an invitation and mailed it to Dalmatian and Dinosaur. They wrote it down, "Please come to our party." They mailed one to Dalmatian. They mailed one to Dinosaur. So they had to make 2 invitations in order to invite their 2 friends. While they were waiting for their friends to arrive for the party, they got some things together. They decided they were going to play some games at their party. Ooh, who remembers what we had that started with D that we could play at the party? That's right, we had some dominoes. So we can play dominoes at the party. And who remembers what we had that we can serve to eat at the party? You got it. We had some donuts. So they got their donuts together, they got their dominoes together, and they waited for their 2 friends to arrive to join them at the party. The first to get there was Dinosaur. He rang the doorbell, and when they opened the door, he said, "Hi, guys. I'm so glad you invited me to come to the party and play games and eat with you." So they sat down and got ready to start their game of dominoes. A little bit later, Dalmatian arrived, and he said too, "Thank you so much for inviting me to your party. Let's play some games of dominoes and eat some donuts." And that's exactly how they finished their day, playing dominoes and eating donuts with their friends. Thanks for listening today.